Have you ever just been playing a game and out of nowhere you're like, where is everybody? This is called gaming loneliness, a phrase I completely just made up, and no, I'm not talking about being a lonely person in real life because you played games in all your miserable free time. I'm talking about when you're playing your silly little game and it's just quiet. Yeah, you get me now? I'll give you an example, a very common example. Gmod. Gmod alone is quite literally the most loneliest game ever. Why? And like everyone says, it's just so eerie. If you don't spawn anything in, that is. If you do, it's quite the opposite. So I've got a few points in this video I want to go through, and some you're not going to agree with, but whatever. Starting off with the first game I want to talk about, Hollow Knight. Now you're probably thinking, Hollow Knight? You are literally getting destroyed by enemies every 4.6 seconds. How is that anywhere close to lonely? Well, just shut the fuck up and let me talk for a second. Hollow Knight is one of the most lonely, unlonely games ever, if that makes sense. As in, yes, I'm getting attacked every millisecond by something trying to kill me, but also as in, the only person who seems to literally be alive in this game just does not want anything to do with me. Now, I know I sound like I'm talking a bunch of bullshit for something to record, which I am. I make YouTube videos, but let me explain. There are shopkeepers in this game. Yes, there are people or bug things you can talk to in this game. Also yes, but the only person who doesn't sit in the same spot who seems to genuinely be alive and have a life other than the map guy is Hornet, who, in short, because I don't want this whole video to be on Hollow Knight, is someone sharing a very similar goal of mine, destroying the Radiance. She is portrayed as a villain at the start of the game. She actually isn't. She is just testing you to see if you're strong enough to seal the black egg or something. Now back to my point, why is it so lonely? Now, in my opinion, I think Hornet is the only, in quotations, alive person in this game. I was literally craving her attention the entire game, waiting for my next interaction with her like some random 15-year-old boy in school. It was pretty embarrassing. So other than the monsters coming to kill me, Hollow Knight just feels alone. Let's move on to Garry's Mod, the most famous, lonely, eerie game to exist. Everyone knows about it, and everyone knows about its loneliness. Let me give you an example. Here we are in Garry's Mod, you know, pretty usual. And now, boom. Everything is gone. Let's explore a bit. Nothing. Literally nothing. Every corner, every room, there's literally nothing. Yeah, anyways, you get the idea. They also emphasize on this a lot by the stupid ambient noises they have on these maps, and also the buildings on these normal pre-made maps are just so fucking lifeless. No wonder it's so lonely. Like, what the actual hell is this? I was gonna use this in the thumbnail originally, but like, nah. I'm not gonna bring up the backrooms in Gmod, as I think the whole purpose of those maps are to be eerie, but regular Gmod was not made to be eerie, and it is. Also, literally the fact that this is a sandbox game. Oh my god, talking about sandbox game, let's talk about Minecraft. This triumphs over anything in context to gaming loneliness, because like, what the fuck is this? Especially when you enter a cave, like bro, especially if you play on peaceful. I don't know who plays on peaceful, but if you do and you're just like mining and shit and this sound comes on, hell no. I think the reason why Minecraft feels so lonely genuinely comes with age. Like when I was a kid playing this game, I remember playing the tutorial on the old map in like 2013, and once I did all the little secrets and even saw Stampy's world in the tutorial world, that's when it started actually getting lonely, because like I've done everything and there was just nothing new to find, so it just started to feel like lonely with no new purpose. Now I'm sure like 90% of you watching have at least completed Minecraft once, and if you haven't, just like, okay. But once you completed Minecraft when you were like 13 and you hop on to play the game when you were 18, talking from my perspective by the way, that's when it just feels like really lonely. Here, I'll show you. I log into my old hardcore world I used to make videos on. Sorry for cancelling that series, guys. No, I didn't die. It's just boring. I'm playing and this is so fucking lonely. Do I even need to explain it? I've done everything Minecraft has to offer, and I'm sorry Mojang, but no, your new Bamboo edition did not make me want to play the game again. Shit's so boring, bro. A game that actually combats gaming loneliness in a really good way is Skyrim. Now, yes, you can say the game of Hollow Knight, I guess, but just like, hear me out. Skyrim's world is full of NPCs that you can actually have meaningful conversations with, I guess. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye. But yeah, dude, cool, see ya. So even if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I've lost my horse, loneliness doesn't exactly get to me, because there's a dude 15 meters away from me screaming at me trying to kill me. Always something good in Skyrim. I fucking love this game. Here's an open world game that didn't do it correctly at all. Death Stranding. What the fuck is this game? Hideo Kojima, is that how you say it? The guy who made this acclaimed Metal Gear Solid series and the really cool PT game that doesn't exist anymore, is the same game who made this amazing, truly fleshed out, absolute pile of shit walking simulator where he plays Daryl Dixon 43 years after the apocalypse. Kojima says that this is his first Strand type game, pretty much just a walking simulator made to sound like an interesting game. Literally, the developer of this game doesn't understand his own game. Anyways, back to loneliness. This game is literally the definition of loneliness. What the fuck am I saying? You literally walk in Iceland delivering packages and risking your life to hook up people's TVs or something, and eventually you can get bikes and cars and shit, but that doesn't make it any easier, like, at all. Daryl Dixon walks and walks and walks in an empty world filled with people that just grab you from the ground and enemies with the worst AI to be made in the last decade. You also go to World War I or something. This is the most boringest, loneliest game to exist. I've finished it twice, and I will not be playing it again. It was kind of fun though. I have recorded this part 3 times. My microphone has broken every time. Thanks for watching my video. Actually, we're not done yet. You'll ever heard of my Minecraft? No, I'm just kidding. I would say Terraria, but I don't have it in me to shit on that game. Now, I've spoken about this game before. A beautiful game with one of the worst endings in gaming to exist. This game kind of just puts you in a lonely spot. Literally, a Firewatch tower in the middle of a park or whatever these things are called. The only person you actually speak to in this game is someone on the radio, Delilah, and she's actually kind of an asshole, but so are you, so it cancels out, I guess. Your wife is casually dying back home and you just went on a vacation, and this game is so lonely. You walk around the park just solving small mysteries about some weird things happening, but you don't see anyone except for the girls at the lake. I think I may be wrong, it's been years since I played this game. Even the ending is so extremely lonely. You see the first person in the entire game at the end, and the game ends. You don't even get to speak to the bro. He was on a helicopter. Another good example of non-loneliness in games would have to be Elden Ring, one of my favorite games. I literally love this game. This game's open world is so insanely massive, it's insane. So how do they make it non-lonely? Especially how it's a single player game, kind of. The co-op is kind of an exception, kind of. This game is literally a striving single player game that will make you go insane by anger and disappointment, but at least it's not lonely. How does it do that? Well, the game is so fleshed out and so many little details are present. There is always something for me to explore that I haven't seen yet. Unlike Minecraft, sorry Dream Stands, Elden Ring is so beautiful except for Melania, and it just makes the game world seem so alive. Bees aren't enough to do that in Minecraft. Anyways, loneliness in a game is a bad thing that I don't think is really talked about enough. Or maybe I'm just rambling about something that isn't important at all. Either way, game developers, if you're watching this video, make sure your game doesn't seem lonely. Entertain the player throughout the quiet parts in the story. It makes the game a lot less boring. Trust me, I'm a big, avid, massive, fucking fat gamer. I'm not fat, by the way. And don't play Death Stranding. Go outside instead. You will receive the same outcome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, someone in my Discord last year said that they had a dream about me and this was my outro. So I'm gonna do that now. Bye. Alright, what up, gang? I don't actually have a friend to do a trick shot on, but I can do a pig. So let's hope it doesn't go too far. And we're gonna climb the bamboo tower. Here we go. Huh? Okay, round 2. It's gonna be the coolest trick shot you've ever seen. Just get me into phase. Here we go. Boom. Oh.